Yeah, that was a good punk band. Hey, remember that punk band, Pussy Riot? Oh yeah, I like totally remember that. They had that hilarious joke about protesting in the church and saying, "Oh yeah, so it's Vladimir Putin." And he was like, "Oh," and that was more funny than when the Pussy Riot was protesting against Vladimir Putin because he was taking away women's rights, and Vladimir Putin didn't want to give the punk more. You know, I support punk rock with girls all around the planet. They deserve rights, you know. Who the fuck says you can tell me what I can and can't do? Yeah! It's like that protest lyric, you don't tell me what to do, says who! That was such a good fastback song. Now, my art message to you. Do 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 do. This is kind of a joke video. I'm actually sober as can be. I just like pretending to be stupid. Here it goes. Do 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 do. This is my new art design. This is my new art design. Hey, check it out! I found a new way that I make a joke about the church window. I made the funky. Hey, look! It's the funky rainbow church window pattern of colors. Hey, you see how I did that, kids? It's pretty sweet, actually. Dude, church windows are so messed up looking. You ever notice that? Yeah, like, no kidding. This is what we call an experimental messed up church window pattern. It's basically putting a bunch of stuff in between the lines and then making a pattern out of it. Yeah, it's a brilliant idea. You take the shape of the letter U and then you basically make it the rainbow, and you do it in a rainbow-like pattern, and then you put a bunch of stuff in between and you got a new pattern. And this art design, you see the little arrows going around in a circle, you know, that was based on the old dresser drawer in the basement, you know, had that pattern. Well, maybe not the diamonds, but the triangle part, yes. So we got experimental art design, and then right here it says to mystery, secret, anonymous, gal pal, experimental music art. This is what we call an experimental music art design. This is more experimental music stuff, you know. I love you, babe. I probably shouldn't have said that. Anywho, this is another pattern. Dude, this is kind of like a joke video. It's more of my this is autistic comedy. You know, I'm autistic, and this is my comedy. Okay, so the church window joke. You know, like why would you make your windows so messed up looking? How often do you see windows that are shaped like a U? It's stupid. And it's like, wow, that's like the most messed up looking window ever. I can make a good artwork out of this. Yeah, no kidding. And so like it's if you connect the letter U and make a rainbow line like pattern, and then you put a bunch of letters in between. What I do with my art, you see, is I put letters and numbers and symbols in between the stuff, and that's how I get my art ideas. So it's basically art is all about putting stuff in between each other in the middle parts, and what we call rows. Hey, look, it's in a rows, and it's in between the stuff. You know, you just put a bunch of shapes and stuff in between the lines, and then you got a new pattern of it. This is what we call my new art design. I always decide that I would basically make my art based on a girl, you know. Yeah, we don't say who because I prefer this art is what we call an anonymously famous artwork. You know, it's kind of like secretly famous in a way, but we'll show this video and we'll basically write a title that's so hard to spell that most people won't be able to get to it without great ease anyways. So right here it says, this is my record label, Kratrauck, which is what I invented. I had the word cat which rhymes with Pat, and so I called it Kratrauck Records, you know. I was into old vinyls and classics back in the day. I studied ancient history, you know. There are many genres of music most people don't listen to. You mean like stupid kratrauck music and hippies listen to 3 different genres, you know. I study many religions, you know. I study hippie religion, you know, where they listen to kratrauck music and Goa and all that psychedelic, trippy hippie stuff, you know. Like me, I'm not a hippie. I don't do a bunch of drugs, you know, but I like hippie music, but just because I like hippie music doesn't mean I do drugs, alright? I don't do drugs, you know? I love her way more than any drug in the whole fucking planet. No kidding, you know? She is way more important than any drug. No shit. I chose her over, you know, I'd always choose her before I choose any drug, period, you know? Like, she is the most important thing I've ever seen, huh? Wow, you are one horny guy. You know, I have a horny personality, and this is like an anonymously video. I talk really fast, you know. This is kind of a comedy. It's basically a joke, you know. Hey, look at this pattern, la 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 la. This is my artwork pattern, and so on. We call this the color patterns of church windows designs. You know, you basically are messing with a church window and turning it into a psychedelic artwork, which is hilarious, you know. It's a practical joke on my dad's religion. It's a classic, man. Like, if you can put a million things going around in a circle, like hearts going around in a circle, stars going around in a circle, think how many new flags and stuff you could have come up with. Like, honestly, this is more of an experimental design to annoy your parents, you know? How to annoy your parents? By messing with their church windows. The funky rainbow church window patterns. Anyways, we call Oh my god, this is fine. Alright, objects between things. We call this objects between things. So we got objects between things. Connect lines, symbols, numbers and stuff, you know? Like, this is what we call a new design. Whoa, that's like the coolest design I've ever seen, you know? I have mental health, and you have to realize that I'm a kind, innocent person. I'm very naive, you know, and I have a lack of understanding of so many things, and I'm like naive and all, and do you even know what you say sometimes? No, it's kind of like you have Tourette's and whatnot, and like, I just talk really fast when no one's around, so yeah. Anyways, here. This is kind of like the funniest joke on your dad's religion. Classic. Here, check it out. You see what I just did right here? Is I combine U rows to, you know, it's basically combining U rows. So every time I make this weird little pattern, it's basically a bunch of U's connecting each other in a row, and you get an art out of it. And so, you know what that line, that minus symbol that the teacher keeps trying to get you to draw, I think, how can I make an annoying art of it? I know, if I draw that line in many different directions, like diagonal right and left, and draw a down arrow, a down line, and an up line, I can make a new pattern design out of it. We call it their star pattern, heart pattern. This is like the funky the funky rainbow church window patterns, you know. It's an experimental music design. And over here we call this the window of colors, you know. This is what we call the rainbow window of colors, you know. The rainbow window of the alright. This is the rainbow church window of colors, you know. It's basically a huge joke, by the way. You know, this is the joke. U, the word U plus the letter U equals church window, and then it equals a new funky pattern, which I present to you right here. See what I did with the triangles? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, it totally is. Hey, look, and this is what I did. You connect a word to a letter. So I add the word converters. By adding the word O to C on the other side, you think it wouldn't spell anything, but it does. It spells converter on one side, and then the other side of the letter spells kratrauck. And so tells the tale of my record label, Kratrauck. Yes, I was ranting and whatnot, records, lines, and so on, colors, patterns. I know I rant a lot, and I grant wishes to many magical people, and you're like granting a wish to people, yeah, like anonymous, and alright, I'm running out of time because I can only record so much time, and I can't rant forever, so here it is. We'll stop this video, and we'll stop this said video in a little while. Anywho, the point is, this is my art. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, the hidden secret as to why Stephen Harper keeps winning all the time. It's because we have so many different political parties, and when everybody puts all their votes in many different parties, they each have a small percentage of the vote, and then everybody else puts all their vote in Harper, and that's how he wins all the time. So people, it'd be like 40 votes for Harper, and then say there's like 100 people, right? And then they basically put all those votes in like 10 or so different parties, and they all equal up to amount of a very little amount. And because of that, Harper ends up getting elected. We speak of politics and certain things. That was basically my politics video. I have mental health, I'm autistic, and I'm very sociable, and I'm a kind of innocent person. I just very clueless sometimes. Yeah, do you have any idea what you say? Nah, I forget. Oh, and one more thing. This is my art design. And goodbye to you, sweet love to you, and so forth. This is free, but I remember, kids, the Free Pussy Riot, the rock band. I probably shouldn't say Free Pussy Riot on TV, but like they say, you need to free the punk rock girl babes, man. Like I can't believe that punk rock girl got arrested for protesting our church. Vladimir Putin needs to stop being such a strict douche. Anyways, goodbye, and Free Pussy Riot, and good day to you all. Yeah, I support mental health, like, I have autism, and I love her, and, yeah, I like the rants and so forth. The end.